support that that you're sharing, then you find yourself having a good time. But when you're experiencing life challenges, then they won't be there. You know, when you have issues with your marriage, when you have your own personal issues, they are not there to really work with you. And that's where we need to know who are we interacting with. So when you get to ask, is it good for you to share with them? Yes, it's good. And especially when you've been able to allocate a good confidant, this is a true confidant, who won't go out there, spreading, talking about what you have shared with them. Because I know some wait for that moment. Umalize tu kumwambia, and they're out there, all over social
To
media,
everywhere.
yeah, just to portray your bad name, saying all that you're going through. And this can also be a big challenge for you, and especially when it comes back haunting you.
Yeah, and now your friends always have your best interest at heart.
Yes.
So that is what I believe when it comes to your confidence. So there can be confidants who, now they have your best interest at heart to the point that when you tell them certain things about your partner, for Ali's case, for example, they start hating him. They start developing certain things. And for you, ukirudi mmeelewana, unaona, it's okay. So from that hate and everything, what are some of the things that you shouldn't tell your friends or your family, your close people in your life about your partner or about your relationship? Pali una draw line, unasema, kuna zenye naweza mwambia na kuna zenye siezi mwambia.
Yes. When you look at the three of them, the different types of friends, then you'll be able to know what you need to share with them. Because you can't tell me that I have a comrade that I'll be able to share with them about my intimate relationship. Remember, they are there for that which that I'm against. And whenever I share about the challenges that I'm facing, say with my girlfriend, my spouse, my boyfriend, my hubby, then that will be a good pinpoint for them to actually, kuweka moto kidogo. They'll be telling you that, see, I told you, this is not the kind of friend that you should have. This is not the kind of hubby that you should be married to.
I told you so.
I told you so. And you see, this is happening. So for them, they won't be concentrating much on the good side of the story rather than they'll be looking at, the negativity and that which that they feel that they'll be able to thrive well in. And whenever you talk about marriage, whenever you talk about relationships, then you also need to be very careful. Because remember, as much as, yes, we're talking about the other parties, the three types of friends, the question is, are you a friend to yourself? Okay? Because if you really are in touch with who you are, then it will be much easier for you to even be able to allocate and also pick, where the others fall in, okay? And this is where you also need to, I always say that if you're in touch with yourself, your inner self, your consciousness, then you'll be able to pick if you're doing the right thing, if this is okay, and especially when you are interacting with the three that you're talking about. And whenever we talk about intimate relationship, it's not everything that you go saying out there,
So what shouldn't you say?
When you talk about bedroom issues, at times, I know through interactions with friends out there, you hear a friend telling you that, my wife is not good like my ex-girlfriend, my boyfriend is not good as my ex-boyfriend, and you see, the more that you get to disclose to the world out there, then this is what they're going to use against you when things go wayward, okay? And this is where we need to know, we always say that there's the 4 boxes that we refer to as, in terms of the issues that you're facing and your own personal life, there's that which that is known to you. And it is open to the public, It is in the public domain. For instance, your height, your skin color.
Just had to start with the height. Oh, God.
Na tunajua uko okay nayo, si ndio?
I'm very much okay.
Yes, and some will not be okay with that, but this is in the public domain. Maybe my skin tone, it could be my body size, kautambi kangu, the one pack, wengi watakuwa wakijua, okay? That will not have a lot of issues if you hear such kind of information out there. If, say, the media was to, describe me in terms of my physical body, if I'm okay with myself, if I have some sense of balance in me, then I wouldn't have an issue with that. But there's also that which that the other people know, and probably you're not aware. And this could be probably the kind of a person that you are when you are growing up. Your parents, the people close to you, they'll be aware of a few things that you're quite not aware of. And this is where we say that whenever that is disclosed to you, it can be a cause of a challenge, and especially with how you perceive yourself. There's also that which that and you don't want the other people to know.
Yeah.
One, it could be about your health. It could also be about your intimate life, and
Yeah.
especially with your spouse. Na wengine pia hata PIN number,
Yeah.
the
password.
password and all that. Yeah, they don't want to disclose that because people can be
So
funny
things
out there.
within that part of the
That which
window.
that you know, and
Yeah.
you don't want to, the others don't know,
Yeah.
then you also need to be very careful. Because there is also another part that you know and you don't know, and somebody
Other
else
people
doesn't
know.
know, and only our maker knows. Yes, kama
Okay.
siku ya kiama. We are not aware of that. So,
Yeah.
okay, we don't know about how tomorrow will be. As much as, yes, we're planning for tomorrow, we are not in that space whereby we're able to tell what exactly will happen tomorrow.